Hello everybody! I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. Welcome back to Soulful Energetics, aka the Soul Tribe. Thank you guys so much for being an intricate part of this community. You guys are absolutely amazing. This space is filled with high vibrational love, light, and positive energy, jam-packed with all of the ancient truths that you can connect to so that you can evolve deeper and faster along your spiritual awakening. I love you guys so much. So today we are jumping into a brand new portal of energy. I am like, super excited about it. So today is officially the portal for the full harvest moon. It is a full moon set in Pisces, so it is very emotional and it is very much triggering emotions that are just kind of hard to release, old thought patterns being brought up to be dissolved. It is also, because it's so emotional and it is built for release and transmutation in the sun sign of Pisces, it is literally clearing away space for new opportunities, new growth, and new ideas to literally emerge out of your psyche. It's super, super exciting. So super fun fact that I was reading about. So it is also a full moon on September 13th. So the last Friday, the 13th moon that we have ever had was all the way back in October of 2000. And the next full moon that is set to be on Friday the 13th is not going to be until August 2049. So this portal, I just got the chills. This portal is like super, super rare and super, super highly charged just for like your entire shifting. Like all of the things that you are looking to be built up, these are the energies that you absolutely need in order to lay those new foundations down and to totally take divine inspired action. If you feel like you have had some difficulty like releasing things and letting go and cutting attachment cords and just shrugging off all of that excess energy, tonight is a really good night to really dive deeper into your spiritual work. Like if you feel like you've been needing to do some more journaling or do a ritual activity or just like be super, super undergoing in this full moon, like the energy is completely built for that so that you can dive deeper into your spiritual gifts and so that you can absolutely set the stage for like all of the transmutation that you absolutely need. So it's super supportive of your spiritual journey and everything that's going on. So I'm super excited to dive in and see more specifically about what we're going to be working with. It's just going to be incredible though. Like the next full moon that's going to be on on Friday the 13th isn't going to be until 2049. Like that is absolutely incredible. Like such a rare portal, such rare energy. It's super intense and highly charged. So if you've been feeling very emotional, it's also charged with a lot of pressure. So if you've been getting migraines, if you've been feeling lethargic, if you've been like tapping into a little bit of like a depression or like one of those valley states, it's absolutely because of this portal that's opening up. So everything is just built for your release. Like so many cellular upgrades, so many old paradigms that are crashing down, old thought patterns, like everything is absolutely coming to a head for your greatest and highest good. So just tap in. I know it's a wild ride, but just take a hold of it and absolutely embrace it for everything that it's worth. Because when you are going through this portal, like it is literally charging you full of power. Like all of that divine power, like look at this card, it's so exciting. All of this divine power that you house within you, all of your authenticity, like all of your radness, all of your super spiritual, highly charged, emotionally, incredibly empath gifts, like everything is coming into play right now so that you can get a taste of what it's like to feel at your fullest potential, to be able to activate deeper those spiritual gifts that you were given, that you are meant to spread to the world. So there is so much untapped potential that you have within yourself, and this new moon, this full moon is literally designed so that you can harvest all of the gifts, so that you can look back to the solstice in June, literally the gifts and everything that you are harvesting and reaping, like all of the fruits of your labor since the solstice in June is all coming up right now. So that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to really dive in and dig deep. And this is just giving you like a clear path. Like whatever it is that you are holding on to, just release it. Like your work is going to be as simple as that. Just setting your intention, doing some journaling work, like throw on some meditation music, dive into dive deep into your spiritual portal of your heart and just literally release everything. Like, it doesn't have to be some long drawn out thing. The energy is specifically designed so that you can feel how much power you truly house within you. Like instant manifestation, instant gratification of like release work and things like that, and instant tapping into all of your infinite potential. Like, it's super exciting. So this portal is literally highly charged with all of the power that you need to be tapped into. So just take it for everything that it's worth. Beautiful. I was just talking about this. So attraction, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, instant manifestation. So this portal is literally getting you in tune with all of those higher vibrational energies and frequencies so that you can become a vibrational match to that which you are trying to manifest. So your manifestation is going to be a little bit easier. You're going to be able to set your intentions a little bit easier. So because of this attraction card and because it's coming right after this power card, tonight is a really incredible night to do some visualizing manifestation techniques. Like hop down, get into your meditative state, just like tap into this energy of this full moon and start visualizing the things that you want to bring in. Start visualizing your manifestations, because manifesting is not just something that you like journal about and that you pray about and you set an intention about. Manifestation is a two-part deal. You have to set the intention and then you have to visualize a three-part deal actually. So you set the intention, you visualize that which you want, and then you release it to the universe. So you instantly cut off from that attachment of getting it so that the universe can bring it to you in whatever way it's meant to come to you, or even if it's meant to come to you at all, because you might be manifesting something and trying to bring something into your reality, but really the universe has an even greater plan for you. So whatever it is that you are trying to tap into right now, start visualizing and doing that meditative work, because your powers of attraction are magnified in this harvest portal. Like, the harvest is all about like reaping what you have been sowing. So whatever you have been working on since the solstice back in June, there are so many things that you have been growing and learning and identifying with lessons and choosing to receive blessings, and you have been through a hell of a lot since June. And so tonight is literally your night to just dive in and accept all of the gifts that the universe has been giving you full throttle. So next, beautiful. So the full night, the full moon, is all about that darkness. There are shadow stages to your life. So because the full moon in general is supercharged for release and transmutation, and because this is such a magnified portal of energy, you're gonna be feeling some of those shadows come up. So that fear and that doubt and that loathing and that, questioning everything that's going on and having to actually identify with the darkness and see what's going on like fully in your reality. So if there have been people and places and things in your life that you've been getting those intuitive hits and you've been seeing some signs about whether or not they're really meant to be in your life or whether they're truly aligned with you and you've just kind of been ignoring them, tonight's energy under this full moon, you are going to be able to set your intention to see fully what's happening in your life and who is aligned and who is not, and you're literally going to be able to see everything for exactly what it is. So there might be some shadows that are going to come up, and it's perfectly normal. We all have shadow sides, and we all have those, and we are all filled with light. So whenever you are being shown any type of darkness, just know that you are worthy and you are loved, and you hold enough light and enough power within you that you can completely transmute anything that crosses your path. So when you are doing this work, this shadow work tonight, to really identify and realign the things in your life, just put some protection around you before you do that, because it can be hard. It can be hard having to see some things within other people that you've been trying not to see because you like them or because you love them or because you care about them or because they're your friends or your family or your coworkers or your bosses. The list goes on. But tonight's full moon is all about harvesting. You need to harvest all of the information that you need in order to make divine inspired action choices, in order to set the stage for this new season that literally we are about to go into after this full moon and all of its energy. So tapping into any type of shadow work is going to be really beneficial for you because you're going to be able to just wipe the slate clean. Like if there's things that need to be addressed, just address them, get them over with. Stop sweeping everything under the rug. Like the more you think that you are going to be or trying to run from this spiritual work, the more it's just going to catch up to you later and be even magnified greater when it actually catches back up to you. Or those lessons that you have been trying to avoid, stop avoiding your lessons. Just go through the door. The only way that you are going to learn your lessons and actually get from this level to this level and beyond is when you face everything head on. Okay? You are an infinite sentient being, and there is absolutely nothing, I repeat, nothing in this world that you cannot get through, that you are not strong enough to live through. There is no amount of darkness that is greater than the light that you have within you. Whether or not you can see that right now or not, I see that in you. The universe sees that in you. People around you see that in you. So just face all of this shadow work, stop running from everything, and just face everything head on so that you can totally clear out this season and step into this new season of energy just like, totally rejuvenated and brand new. Okay, beautiful. Yes, just goes hand in hand with what I was just saying to you guys. Surrender. Whatever type of work you feel like you are being called to do tonight under this full moon, do the work. Journal, meditate, go out for a walk in nature, do some breath work. Tap into the portal of your heart. Look at certain people, places, and things in your life and just look at them head on for exactly what they are, okay? Do the shadow work. If there are emotions, any pain, any trauma, any suffering coming up, if you feel like you are just being totally taken over in that emotional state, surrender to it, okay? I had a period last month. Last month's full moon was the night of my surrender. So that was the last of my 48 days that were like packed with so much pain. Those 48 days, when I had to take that break off from here, I dealt with 2 deaths of close loved ones, 2 sold contracts between toxic people, beginning and ending, and a layoff from my full-time job, all in the same 48-day period. And I completely went on autopilot. I went on autopilot through all of it. I didn't know how to surrender to my emotions because I had not felt that much pain all at once since the dark nights of my soul. I was very lost and I was super terrified to actually go there, to actually look at the darkness, to actually sit in my emotions, to actually allow myself to feel the pain. The more that you keep trying to run from your emotions, the more that every time you feel sadness or anger coming up and then you stuff it back down, you are just putting another brick, and I mean brick, in your emotional, metaphorical backpack that you are carrying around, okay? So imagine all the times, or all the times during the day that you do that. Every time some type of emotion comes up and it starts to come up and then you put it back down, you sweep it under the rug, you just added a brick to your backpack. So you just keep going day after day and adding all of this stuff. And then eventually you're gonna come to a point, somewhere, somehow, some why, something is going to set you off and you are going to have no choice but to release everything that has been happening. And it can be catastrophic. It can come at the most like unplanned times, like you didn't meant to. It was just like fireworks being set off, just a total eruption of emotions and chaos and pain. So tonight, just allow yourself the opportunity to go there, to meet yourself as deeply as you can possibly go, to feel the pain, to feel the darkness, to literally just let it consume you and cry, release everything and just transmute it. Like that's what I did last month. Last month's full moon, I sat alone on my front porch steps, put on the saddest music that I could find so my brain didn't kick back into autopilot, and I allowed myself to feel the pain of those 2 deaths. And I allowed myself to get angry and release all of my hatred and all of the things that I was feeling for those toxic soul contracts. And I released all of the frustration that I was feeling about getting laid off from my full-time job. And the only reason that we are here right now is because I allowed myself to go there. Sometimes you just have to surrender to whatever it is that is going on because it's literally the only true healthy option that you have. And it's not the popular choice. It's not really what we're taught to do because it's easier for it's easier for other people to tell us to just put it away so that they don't have to help us deal with it, so that they don't have to take themselves out of their minds, out of their egos, out of their place, and actually put themselves in our shoes. It's easier. But we are not here to take the easy route. You are not here to take the easy route. You are an infinite sentient being. You are a light worker and a light warrior, and you are here to create waves, and you are here to pave the way for a new generation, for the new era, to completely uplift this earthly collective consciousness and help shift the world, okay, to build new foundations that are going to anchor in new paradigms. Like, that is what you are here for. So tonight, take advantage of this full moon and just surrender to anything that comes up, okay? And it is going to, I love it. So it is going to, by doing that, you are going to put yourself into a completely new state of being. Purity. This is the purity card. So when you are releasing everything, you are raw, you are open, you are vulnerable, and you are completely creating space within yourself that you might not even have thought was possible. And that is simply because what you are releasing is the stuff from that metaphorical backpack that you've been carrying around. Whatever it is that you've stuffed inside, that's what you're going to work on releasing tonight. And when you do, you're literally going to feel a physical reaction to this. Your thoughts are going to be a little bit easier and clearer to think. Your breathing is going to slow, and you're going to feel more in tune with your body and with the subtle realm. Your shoulders are literally going to drop because you don't have to be hunched up anymore and carry around all of that heavy weight. So release all of that weight, and your chest is going to start opening up, and you're going to start leading a more heart-centered life, and the whole entirety of your insides is going to be purified. Because when you are choosing to release the weight, when you are choosing to surrender, you are choosing the most purest form of self-love that you can possibly choose. When you choose you, when you choose to cry, when you choose to stand up for what's right, when you choose to release and transmute and not carry around darkness anymore, you are completely purifying yourself. So a common misconception, even from light workers and light warriors, is that we can't go there. We're not allowed to feel that darkness. We shouldn't go to that darkness. We shouldn't surrender to it. We shouldn't honor it. We shouldn't transmute it. We shouldn't even get near it, right? But that's not true, okay? Because those people out there that are advertising this type of spiritual work of it's all love and light and joy and happiness and there's no darkness, it's not true. And if there's ever a time where you come across people that are doing that and they're not showing you the whole truth, and they're not admitting that sometimes this spiritual work is hard and nasty and you cry and you just break the F down, then this is your reminder that I will do that for you. Because I know from personal experience that you have to go to the darkness. I had to go into those valleys a million times. I just got the chills everywhere. I had to go into those valleys a million times because I was purifying myself. The universe took me through person and place and thing that took me to hell and back a billion times, that almost killed me, literally several times, that completely stripped me of everything that made me me and violated me and hurt me and put me through pain and darkness so many times, countless times. I cannot count on all toes and all fingers how many times darkness has consumed me. But every time I came out of that darkness, I was stronger and I was wiser and I was more pure than before I had even gone in. And that's what you're doing. This harvest moon is allowing you to purify yourself if you are strong enough, which you are, but if you are strong enough and courageous enough to actually just go there. And in order to go there, you have to surrender. And you have to open up those abilities to fully step into your power. Because whenever, another common misconception is that if you go and you surrender this darkness and you actually touch on it and you honor those emotions and you sit in the pain and the sadness and the sorrow and etc., then somehow you're going to be tainted by that. And somehow you're going to lose your power because you are identifying with. It's completely backwards. 100% completely backwards. You are not losing any of your power by looking at these emotions and all of this pain and all of this suffering and honoring the darkness. When you are doing your shadow work, you are actually taking your power back. I used to live my entire life running from my shadows, running from my mistakes, running from my pain, running from anything that had ever hurt me, running from absolutely life in general, okay? And because I was running and not digging my heels in and facing my truth of whatever it is that my reality had me facing, I then lost all of my power. But when you dig your heels in and you do your shadow work, you purify yourself. And you are literally taking the power away from whatever darkness or pain it is, and you are bringing the power back to you. You are stepping into your power. And that's why the power card was the first card that we pulled. Okay? It's time to step into your power fully by purifying yourself and literally releasing anything that it is holding you back right now. Beautiful. I love this. So the next card is just a reminder of literally everything that we have been talking about, okay? It's just time for self-reflection, okay? And let me tell you something. So if this is like, some of your first times where you are actually digging in your heels and taking your power back and doing your shadow work, it's hard, it's messy, it's not always fun. It hurts, sometimes we cry, sometimes we're confused. I get it. I am literally right there with you. I still have moments where it hits me like that, but guess what? You have the more that you do it, the more that you choose to take your power back, the more that you choose to purify yourself, like going into these flames as a coal. So like imagine your self-reflection is you as like this lump of coal, right? So like your lump of coal, okay? Because we've got all that weight, and you are choosing to go into this fire. You are choosing to do all of your shadow work, and you are just being burned, and you are transmuting everything, and you are releasing everything. And when you come out on the other side of that self-reflection, you are a diamond, shining bright as a diamond, worth more than a diamond, and you are strong as a diamond. Self-reflection is one of the greatest gifts of self-love that you can not only give yourself, but that you can give the world. Because every time you go in for self-reflection, you come out stronger, you come out wiser, you come out more empathetic, more compassionate, because the deeper you meet yourself, the deeper you can meet the world. The deeper you can meet your neighbor and your mom and your dad and your brother and your sister and your children and your extended relatives and everybody. The deeper you can meet your tribe. The more you know yourself, the more you can know the universe. Woo! I love that. That's a quotable. I've never said that before, but it's true. Self-reflection is just that. You're not only reflecting on the self, because you are a mirror to other people, just how other people are a mirror to you. So it's time to just meet yourself as deeply as you can possibly go tonight, because that's what this energy is all about, and it's all given to you for your highest evolution, for your growth, right here, for your growth. No matter what you are going through, you are strong enough to go through it. I know that there's things that you don't want to identify with and you don't want to bring up because they've been kept in the closet for so long, but it's just time to release it, because here's your light activation question, your light transmission question. What do you want? Do you want to get from here to here in your life? Okay, so do you want to get from here to here and here to here? And above and above and above. Okay, so if you want to live your best life, if you want to anchor in your dream life, if you want to, where's the card? Tap into those attraction vibes for manifestation and abundance, then it's gonna take some work. And it's not by popular opinion. It's not going to be the work that you were taught or not taught to do growing up. It's going to be all of that spiritual work. It's going to be all of that shadow work. It's going to be all of the journaling and transmutation and tears and crystal work and healing sessions and oracle readings. And it's going to take you to places that you've only read about or that you've only identified when you read it coming off of somebody else's social media account. Let's repeat that one. For so long, you have been scrolling social media, wondering when your growth is going to come. Looking at all of these other people around you who are living these dream lives, wondering when it's going to happen for you. Well, it's not going to happen for you the more you keep scrolling on social media. It's not going to keep happening for you the more you choose to not grow because you're resisting the steps that the universe is trying to make you take. Let me let you in on a little secret. The more you keep resisting your soul work, the more the universe is going to make your situation so uncomfortable, you're going to have no choice but to move. And when you finally move, you're going to look back in hindsight and be like, whew, I should have done that a lot sooner. Maybe it wouldn't have been this painful. Okay? So life is all about learning, is all about evolving. This Pisces harvest full moon is all about just letting out your emotional side, all about tapping into all of the growth and the abundance that you have within yourself, releasing anything that needs to be released and anchoring in everything that you want to come in your life. So just dig your heels in and grow. All it takes is one action every single day to show yourself and prove to yourself how worthy you are. Your soul already knows how worthy you are. That's why you're on this journey. That's why you had your spiritual awakening. That's why you were brought to this video. That's why you're a part of the Soul Tribe. And that is why you are now a part of the Soul Tribe's intimate community of people in our Soulful Energetics Evolution, the Soul Tribe group. If you are not a member of this sacred high vibrational community, I totally invite you to join us because we post multiple times a day and we go there. So, community, let's grow together. Beautiful. So, this is a reminder from the universe that no matter what you are going through in this incredibly rare portal of energy is that you are always protected. You are always protected no matter what you are going through. You are always protected even if you feel like you're not, even if you feel like you're not doing something right, even if you feel like you've made a wrong decision, you let the wrong person into your life, you just got fired from 3 jobs in a row, like whatever it is that is crumbling, whatever it is that it is also going right. Because this moon is also about, the moon is like totally, this portal is all about like release and transmutation, but we've talked about this so many times, like the flip side of that coin is look at all of the space that you are creating. Look at all the space, because when you get rid of stuff, when you release stuff, you're then left with a hole, right? So this is the universe's way of giving you the protection that you need to do this transmutation work and release. And then with those holes that are left over in your energy field and in your mind and in your life, literally, because sometimes we have to physically remove stuff, you are left with space to redesign your life. So not only are you protected to do this release work, you are also protected while you go out and slay your dreams. Like, I know that each and every one of you has big goals, big dreams, big aspirations. Like, you guys want to change the world. You guys want to share your spiritual gifts. You guys want to, start that tribe of people in your own community, and you want to host those retreats, and you want to create those online courses, and you want to become those spiritual gurus that you see online all the time, and you guys just want to live your best lives, traveling the world and being conscious parents and whatever it is, being your best selves. You want to make a living out of being your best self. And I'm going to tell you right now, you are protected while you do that. So first, you have to dig your heels in and get a little messy. You got to get a little dirty. You got to release whatever it is that's holding you back. Like, you don't need it. You feel like you need it right now just because it's gone on for so long. Let's repeat that. The only reason, chills, why you feel like you can't let go is because you have let this go on for so long. You've allowed this person, place, or thing to drain you and drag you down and just cut you off at the knees and totally keep you small and limit you from creating your full potential and totally stifle you from sharing your voice. And it's been happening for so long that you've grown accustomed to it. You know it's painful. You know it's got to go, but it's really hard to let that go when you've grown so used to it. Can I get an amen? Like, literally, hashtag Jasmine's life right there. That used to be my life. Okay, so I get it. So that's step 1. Now step 2 of this portal is all about creating space. Like, that's the interim, okay? So you know how, you know those graphs? Like, I want you to visualize something with me really quick. So you've got like graph over here that represents something, and you've got graph over here, and then it like overlaps. So you've got like the space over here, and the space over here, and then that space that overlaps here in the middle. So that's what's going on with this portal tonight. So space right here is going to be the release work. Space right here is going to be creating your new life. And when they overlap right there and they create that other little space inside, this space in the middle is called the space. It's the new space. It's the new ideas, new opportunities, because you have to go from right here into that middle zone, filling space with new creative ideas, new outlooks, new perspectives, new people, places, things, new soul work, new everything, which leads you directly into this other circle over here, which is going out there and slaying your dreams. You're protected through this entire process. So whatever it is that you want to do, get the work out of the way. Stop resisting. It's not going to get you anywhere. Like, it's just going to bring you more pain and more heartache and more stones and bricks in your backpack, and your shoulders are going to hunch up again, and it's going to start to get hard to breathe, and you're not going to be able to talk, and your thoughts going to be all cluttered, and sooner or later you're just going to be like, fudge, I'm back at square one. So let's just get that out of the way. Let's start focusing on what comes after the work, because you're protected through all of it. So once you get rid of all of that, then the fun part starts. Like, then you get to redesign your life. Like, who do you want in your life? Do you want them to be like super high vibrational, motivational, uplifting, like mega awesome people? Go find them. They're out there. Do you want to start doing, like, spreading your own spiritual gifts and start diving in and getting certified in things? Like, do you want to start your own business? What do you want to do? Like, you get to start taking those action steps. Do you know how exciting that is? That's so exciting. And you're never going to be able to do any of that the more you keep putting off the work, the more you keep allowing people to take from you. Okay? So it's literally time to stop looking at everything. Like, this portal, the more I keep channeling, like, it just gets clearer and clearer and deeper. This portal is not just all about that. This portal is literally an overhaul of your perception. So many of you out there are so identified with the fact that you have to get messy first that you get stuck there. You get stuck in the pain, you get stuck in the confusion, you get stuck in that darkness, you get stuck in the shadow work. And it becomes less appealing to do it. I get that. Like, because I used to be that person running. But this portal of energy, this full moon on Friday the 13th, that is not going to happen until August of 2049 next, is super freaking rare. And it is all about this generation up-leveling and overhauling your perception. To not just think about the mess. Let's start thinking about what comes after the mess. Let's start getting excited about the space that we're creating when we transmute and release. Like, get excited about that. Because anytime you are being redirected to something, you aren't being rejected. It was literally just a redirection. The universe had a better plan for you. So if boyfriend or girlfriend over here has to go, think about the person that's going to come into your life next. Like, if you lose a job that you thought that you loved, imagine what the universe is going to put in your place to replace that. Okay? And it's probably going to be you becoming an entrepreneur and sharing your dreams and your gifts every day. And if that's what you want, this portal is also giving you all of this underlying energy of attraction. Law of attraction, law of vibration, manifestation. So this is literally a portal to overhaul your perception of the norm that you thought that you had created. It's cool. It's just time for something new. So let's just think about our mind for a second. Not only are you protected while you do all of that, you are protected while you literally strip yourself of any old beliefs, thought patterns, ideas, what else? Old paradigms. Anything that needs to go has got to go, okay? It's not just physical. It's not just all that over there. A lot of the stuff that we, can control, but we think we can't because we're not stepping into our power. Yeah, we've been there, done that. So you're already doing that because you are amazing. So now we're going to focus on your mind. Stop being afraid. Stop feeling like you're unprotected when the universe is trying to open your mind into a new way of thinking, okay? Because all of your old thought patterns and beliefs, they weren't working for you because look at everything that it got you. Look at all of the people and the places and things that you had to get rid of because of this. So whatever is happening outside of you has all been attracted to you. Attraction card has all been attracted to you because of what you're housing in here. Because whatever you are housing in here goes into what you are housing in here, and it goes into what you are vibrating and radiating out right here. Woo! How exciting is that? It is all connected, okay? So this portal is literally just totally redoing your way of perception. No more perceiving life when you have to do the soul work as being icky and scary and you don't want to do it and you just run away. Stop it. No, wrong answer. That's playing small. You don't do that anymore, okay? So the new way that we're going to look at it, and this entire time we've already been talking about the next card, okay? It's the extremes. It's the extremes that we take ourselves when we don't have to take ourselves there. So it's those moments when you're looking at something and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to do it. Oh my God, it's too much. It's too extreme. No, it's not. Your perception sucks. Your perception needs a makeover. Your perception needs to be overhauled and just gutted because you're protected when you do that. You are replacing one thought pattern for another, okay? You are rising, you are growing, you are evolving, you are constantly learning. So no more extremes, okay? No more putting yourself underneath all of that pressure and all of the weight of the world. No more volunteering for all of that pain and all of that suffering because you just want to heal everybody. Let's just focus on healing yourself, okay? Because then the rest is all going to fall right into place for you. So allow this portal to wash away all of your extreme thinking. Like, if you do it, you're going to die. Or if you don't do it, you're going to die. You know, all of that extreme thinking. I know you know what I'm talking about. And I've been there too. And I have to gut that a lot. Like, just because you do all of this work doesn't mean that it's going to be done forever. And that's another one of the most exciting things about this. Is because this soul work always takes you back to center. Always takes you back to who you truly are. You are constantly reinventing yourself on a daily basis. And that's what this portal is trying to show you. Okay? Stop getting nervous when a full moon comes because it's time to do work. It's so exciting when you get to do work. So like, thought transplant, it's so exciting when the full moon comes because you get to do work, because you get to work on what you are going to be releasing because you're creating space. So that can be your new affirmation. I am stoked whenever the full moon comes around because I get to go create space for my new life. Because I get to up-level my perception, my surroundings, my energy, my vibration, my frequency, my friends, my family, my thoughts, life, everything. It's time to start getting excited. Like, no more of that small thinking. That's what this portal is. This portal of energy is literally not going to come around again until August 2049. What do you want to make of this? Because it is literally going to help set the stage for abundance. This entire thing has been leading up to this last card. And it was the last thing that I was going to say to you. So everything in your life comes down to abundance. Like, what do you want abundance of? Okay, so many people get hung up on the fact that they think, when they think abundance, they think finances, money, right? No, that's one of them for sure. But if you just had an abundance of money, then your life would kind of suck. Because what about the abundance of happiness and joy and understanding and communication and compassion and empathy and celebration and self-love and, you know, friends and family and your business and your soul tribe and your community? What about the abundance of everything else? So like everything that's happening right now, and I just want to like show you again, and I just popped right up to the card that I wanted. So the abundance and the attraction card are both in this deck right now. And they both have the same color schemes entirely. So look at this. Abundance and attraction. Same color scheme. All right? And the attraction card was number 2 in our reading today, and the abundance card was the last card. Because if you choose to dig in and take this work on with the mindset of how rad and amazing you are, then everything is going to fall into place for you. Like, literally, that's how you manifest. That's how you anchor in a new way of being. Like, everything in your life, the more that you up-level your mind, the more you up-level your reality. which naturally goes hand in hand with the things that you are having to transmute and release. Because every time you are raising your vibration and you are up-leveling it in your life and literally slaying your dreams and creating your dream life, that means that you are growing and you are shining so bright and your vibration is going to be so strong that it's no wonder that you have to constantly circle back to that transmutation and release work, because the darkness is going to try and take you off of your square. But this whole portal of this energy is all meant for you to look at things differently, to strip away all of your old limiting beliefs and perceptions on life and start getting excited about the things that you can actually anchor into your world. And if you choose, we're going to run through all these, but if you choose to just knock it down, you can not only have abundance in one or two areas of your life, you can literally start creating your dream life where you have an abundance of everything. So, number one, this portal is absolutely incredible because it is showing you all of the power that you house within yourself. You are tapping into all of your unlimited potential and power right now, and you are shifting in a new era for your entire life, and you are raising the collective consciousness just by raising yourself. Power. You are literally being gifted with so many attraction vibes, law of vibration, law of attraction, so that you can work on instant manifestation, and so that manifestation can become easier and more second nature to you because you are that divine. So there's going to be a lot of shadow work that comes up, but shadow work is not to be feared anymore, because that's limited thinking. It is limited thinking when you only look at shadow work as being scary and negative and something that you don't want to do. The way to transmute that thought and that belief is by replacing shadow work is blank with shadow work is awesome because I'm literally creating space so I can create my new life. I'm creating more space so that I can bring in an alignment of all of the things that I am meant to truly have in my life. So surrender to whatever it is that is coming up for you today, because it is all in your greatest and highest development. And the more that you keep doing the shadow work, especially in this full moon portal, just know that you are completely, you are completely purifying yourself of the highest degree, okay? This is a clean slate. It is the harvest moon. So you are reaping all of the fruits and all of the benefits that you have been putting into play and that has been coming up for you in your life since the solstice back in June. Purifying, clean slate. After today, we are moving on to a new season, baby. Woo! Okay? Self-reflection. This is all about self-reflection, and you want to self-reflect as often as you can, especially in this energy portal, because self-reflection is just allowing you to meet yourself as deeply as you possibly can, which in turn is going to help you and guide you in meeting the world and meeting every person and every being as deeply as you possibly can meet them, because we are all mirrors for everybody. All right? So growth. This period, this day, this energy, this vibe, these super cosmic gifts is just given to you for growth on growth on growth on growth, okay? And it's all in your greatest and highest good. So throughout everything that we've talked about, throughout your entire day, throughout your entire life, throughout your entire night, you are completely protected. So when you are choosing to say F yes to all of your shadow work and totally strip yourself of anything that's limiting you from outside to inside to in here, you are completely freaking protected. It is time to just dive the F in, get rid of all the stuff, and look at all of the space that you've given yourself for abundance to come in, okay? So, no more going to extreme thinking. Have that be some of your transmutation work. No more extreme thinking. Just start narrowing things down so that your life can be a little bit easier to get through and wade through, okay? Because when your life can be as hard or as simple as you make it. And truly, life is very simple. And it only seems hard because the principles are so pure, and we haven't been conditioned to live life like that. We haven't been conditioned to see life like that. We haven't been taught how to do that, and that's why we have so much shadow work as well, okay? Because we are stripping away all of the extremes that the world and society and our parents and our grandparents and everybody has taught us that we needed to live out, and we are putting in instead we are putting in abundance. So just anchor in all of your abundance, because this portal is literally not coming around till August 2049. And again, and it's just an incredible time for you to just dive in. Like, do you want abundance in every area of your life? You should. You should want that for yourself. And you deserve that. And you have every resource possible at your fingertips throughout anybody, any book, place, webinar, workshop, anything. My hands are just radiating with energy right now. Just woo! It's so exciting as we channel this. Like, abundance, it's on its way to you. 100% through and through, no questions asked. It is there. So, oh my goodness. I hope that you guys take all of this information and just run with it. Like, you were not brought to this video by chance or anything like that. Like, your soul was led here, just like it was led to the Soul Tribe. And if you guys are not already a part of our incredibly high vibrational energy group, please join us. Our group is called Soulful Energetics Evolution, the Soul Tribe. Yay. So we welcome you. We want you in that high vibrational space. Please come submit your application and come join us. Please share this video. A lot of other souls need to see like what's in store and what this day really means for them. So please share this video. Thank you so much for being a part of the Soul Tribe, and thank you so much for just being you and for all of your love and support. I love you guys so much. And please head over to the homepage and click like and follow and subscribe so that you guys can tune in every time we come up live, and you can get notifications real time so you don't ever miss out on anything. I love you guys. Namaste.